Respect the name.
Respect the name.
Respect the name.
Respect the name.
Yo, respect the name.
Respeta el nombre.
Respect the name.
Respect the name. Oye, repeta.
Respect the name.
Yo, first name Mr. Last name Keys. You already know what the vibes is, man. We outside with it. Outside with it. Outside with it. I got some things that they wanted to ask. So we gonna answer those questions. So what's up? Talk to me, man. So they came up to me and asked me what is the origin of the name Mr. Keys. Well, it stands for several things. First off, everybody knows in life you need that key ingredient. So when you got the key ingredient, everything tastes better, everything moves better, everything is better. So the name Mr. Keys, first off Mr., that's that grown man shit. We in the hood with it, so you already know when you hear a mic in the background, it's Boston Mass, that's what we do. We in the heart of Dorchester right now, you heard me? Like I was saying, when you have a certain type of title to your name, you gotta carry it the right way. So Mr. Keys stands for a lot of things. I open doors and I close them after. When I'm needed, I'm there. When it's time to be there, I'm there. When it's time to do my thing, I do my thing, whether it's hosting, DJing, or supporting, or all three compared to one. So you already know, when you got the key, you unlock them doors and you close them. So at the end of the day, the key ingredient, that's the origin behind my name.
How did you come up with it though? What made you just?
Honestly, the name Mr. Keys came up, RIP to my brother Roy Miller, who was a DJ from a former sound called Bridgestone. And we went to Westie together, and at the end of the day, actually no, he was at English at the time, excuse me. He was at English, I was at Westie, but his man Goldon and Mikey, they both went to Westie with me. We were sitting in the basement, he's like, yo, you carry yourself like a grown man. The way you move, everybody always respects you. You're like a pastor, Mr. Keys. So then from there, it was just everywhere I went. You're hearing first name Mr., last name Keys, first name Mr., so it kind of stuck with me. And this is 20 plus years ago, so the name is sketched in stone in the city of Boston. When you hear the name, it rings bells, and you know if I'm not DJing, I'm hosting. If I ain't hosting, I'm singing, or I'm doing all three, man. So that's pretty much how it is, man. So now they're trying to ask all the questions on the old origin with the name and how it came about and what's it stand for and everything. So check move, right? The name Mr. Keys, it's not just Mr. Keys. It's Mr. Keys, better known as the King of Hooks, better known as your baby mother favorite singer, better known as the King of Hooks. Again, I got that name King of Hooks incorporated from the streets, from Boston, from all the artists that I dealt with, from all the showcases that I've done, all the shows that I've hosted. I'd come out the cut and I just start freestyling, coming off the top of the head with hooks. So the name King of Hooks kind of stuck with the name Mr. Keys. Then on top of that, when you hear the name Mr. Keys, you already know what I'm gonna come about. You already know what I'm gonna bring. I got a smooth melody, I got the old school feel, I got that 90s R&B soul melody, but I can give you all of that greatness, you know what I mean? So when you get Mr. Keys, you got several differences. And then there's the R&B dude. The R&B dude, shout out to Aunt Pitts. Aunt Pitts gave me the name of the R&B dude because he could never remember Keyshawn for some reason. So he used to call my crib, Mrs. Wallace, how you doing? Can I speak to the R&B dude? She knew who it was. So the name stuck with me, so it was Mr. Keys, AKA the R&B dude, better known as the King of Hooks. There you go. So they asked me what inspired me to be an R&B singer. A lot of things. I grew up in Dorchester. Behind my crib was one of Boston's best rappers. He go by the name of Dre Robinson. His crib was right literally behind my crib. As soon as I look out, I see Travis Singleton. If y'all don't know who Travis Singleton is, he's a sneaker reporter. Behind his crib was Dre Robinson. Growing up in Dorchester, I had family resided over on Wainwright. So I grew up around the Frankie Wainwrights and the Team 220s, okay? Then being a DJ, being around all of these legendary artists like the Antonio Saldis, you know what I mean, the Man Terrors, you know what I mean, the Ed OGs, I got the chance to host these shows with them. So being a singer, I always said to myself, I want to not be just an R&B singer, but I want to be one of those singers like a Nate Dogg, for instance. So I consider myself the Boston version of Nate Dogg. When you hear Mr. Keys, you're getting that hood ballad, you're getting that R&B soulful, you're getting that gospel, you're getting that pain, you're getting that inspiration, you're getting a story, and you're getting a melody that is sequenced. And that's on point, something like a conductor to a choir, and the choir is me. Because I grew up in the church choir. Shout out to Charles Street AME, Reverend Pastor Groover. So by me, growing up around all of this, it's like church inspired me. My grandfather, RIP to him, He used to play a lot of Muddy Waters and Eric Fitzgerald and Miles Davis. So I'm hearing all of these jazz melodies, and I always used to just hum them and humming. And eventually I gravitated to my own tone. And then hearing all the hip hop, what was hip hop compared to what you're hearing now, that's kind of what gravitated me towards it. So just hearing all the greats in Boston doing their thing, and knowing that singers, we have a representation, but now these days the rappers are singers because it's so easily to do it. So what got me really into it is just hearing the great rappers out there and knowing that I could freak my style and freestyle off the top of the head as a singer and be able to give you a hot school crazy ballad and just go with it. So it's just the greats out here in Boston, man. All the greats in Boston who've been doing their thing forever, that's what inspired me to be who Mr. Keys is. Simple. Signing out. It was a great interview, man. I appreciate all the questions. I hope y'all understand who first name Mr. Last Name Keys is, man. You can follow me on all social media platforms. I got music on Spotify. I got music on Apple Music under Mr. Keys. Just type in Mr. Keys, mr.keys. Facebook is under my government, Keyshawn Wallace. You can't miss it. You see the picture of me and my queen. Today's my mother's birthday, actually. So RP to my mother. You already know the vibes, man. Snapchat, Mr. Keys 617. Instagram, Mr. Keys 1983. And you can find me anywhere, man. Simple as that. Respect the name. First name Mr. Last Name Keys, undisputed R&B king of the bean. Don't you know I get it poppin' melt like ice cream? Guarantee this thing isn't nothing but a dream. I do it better than most, you know I get it in. Everybody knows that Keys is a veteran. Everybody try to say that they're better than. Don't you know you need to give me my letter, man? Respect the name. It's Keys, nigga.